After almost 3 years since its release, Rockstar's released another update to the GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition. Today we're just going to be taking a look at this. So a quick breakdown, if you don't already know, these games released back in 2021 with many issues and problems that just arose out of nowhere that were not in the original games, but because of the people that remastered it. So I made countless videos over the past few years, documenting basically all the updates that released. I didn't honestly think I would even be doing that. I thought it was just going to be a release of the game, play through it, enjoy it. But it's crazy that over the past, few years, Rockstar has constantly been updating and changing it. I think this update today definitely had to be the best, since Rockstar brought back a lot of things as well as also fixed a lot of issues. So essentially they brought the classic lighting mode, which basically makes the game feel like the classic games from the mobile versions that released late last year. But it actually looks like it has been improved, and it looks a lot more better on PCs and consoles for this update. So it really makes you feel like you're actually playing the OG games but slightly remastered, which is the look that Rockstar should have gone for since the beginning. When it comes to these classic games that came out in the early 2000s, it's either going to be a remake or a slight remaster. The thing with Ghost Recon games is that they kind of focused on making it a huge remaster, making it look like, up to game titles, and did a lot of extra changes and things that just were not needed. But with this classic lighting mode, as well as the changes that they did, makes it look a lot more classic. It has the nice improvements. It makes the game look a little bit more modern, but it still makes it feel like you're playing in early 2000s with better changes. So overall, I think Rockstar did pretty good. I'm glad that the classic lighting mode is available. It's an option in the settings if you do want to enable it, by the way, for all 3 games. And there's also a bunch of fixes and improvements, pretty much just making the game work correctly. No issues. There's obviously going to be bugs in every single game, but I think now we can pretty much say that this game is fully up to date with having modern and basic issues fixed to the point where you can actually play the game normally with no problems. You might experience little things here and there, but overall it's a playable, great game that I think everybody should check out. This update is pretty big as well, and honestly it's a bit of a surprise. We didn't really expect Rockstar to release an update just like this, but they kind of just put them out at any time they feel like. But they definitely did this one a bit closer to the 3-year anniversary since this game released. Now, some other changes that were noticed for sure is the fact that the heat haze is back, which is great because it really does add, especially to that desert feeling in San Andreas. The clouds are a bit changed as well. The swimming as well as running has been improved to make it a bit more realistic in how it was back in the old days. And surprisingly, Rockstar also removed grocery games entirely. As you guys may know, when the game first launched, there was this intro that had grocery games. Their names were like on parts of the game as well to show that they contributed, did work. But in this update, Rockstar actually removed everything. So there's no grocery games intro. There's no mention of them at all. So it's almost like they didn't really do nothing to this game. And I just guess that Rockstar as well as the community felt that they did a really bad job to the point where they shouldn't even be mentioned in the game at all. So overall, great update, no issues, bugs really happening at all. Just overall a great experience for people that definitely want to get into this game. At first, there was a huge hate for this game, especially with the changes that were made as well as the problems that it had. But now I think we can finally officially say that this game is fully ready. And if you haven't already checked it out on consoles or PC or even mobile, definitely go ahead. This is definitely the time. And if you have played them in the past and this is the first time playing the remasters, you're definitely going to enjoy it, especially for OG. All 3 games look amazing, and we'll just have to see what Rockstar decides to do next. If you guys did find this video helpful or enjoyed, definitely subscribe and put up post notifications. Also, don't forget to drop a like, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.